Hello everyone, thank you for checking with us today. Today we are going to look into some more question in the new Syllabus Mathematics D1 book, exercise 10b. We have done some of the questions in our previous videos. Today we will look into some more questions. So the very first question is this. This is actually a question from the practice now. So what we do here that we need to find the value of A. This is a figure given in which we have to find the value of this angle, and from this whole value we need to find the value A. So what we would do, the first step is we created this line which should be parallel to this line DF and AB. So after drawing this line, so we can see that this line divided this total angle 2A in two parts. I'll name this part is, let's suppose, X, and this is Y. So in order to find this X, so we can say this angle here and this angle X, these both are alternate angles. So for the alternate angles, we know the value is same. So this X becomes 44. Now we also know that this angle Y becomes an alternate angle to this angle here, which is 20 degrees. So we would say, so we can say this Y equals to 20 degrees. Clear? So now what's the next step? We need to find 2A, this total angle here, which is this angle plus this angle. So we can say that this is 64. So now we have found that this 2A is equal to 64. So in order to find A, what we would do, we would divide this 64 by 2. So we will have our answer, which is 32 degrees. I hope this is clear to you all. Let's jump to the next question now. So this is another question, and in this question, we are asked to find the value of B. This is a figure given in which we need to find this whole angle here. So what the first step that we have done is we created a line, two lines, PQ and RS, and these two lines are actually parallel to this line here and this line here. After drawing the line, we can say that this B is divided into two parts now, and we can say one is this part from here to here, and the other is this part from here to here. Clear? And as well as this angle is also divided into two parts. One is this and the other is this. So we can say that there is an angle here which is alternate angles to this. So the value here becomes 32 degrees. Also, we want to find the angle here. Okay. So we also know that the total angle here is 180 degrees. So if we subtract this 180 degree from this 222, so we will get the value for the angle here. So that's what we are going to do. So we will subtract this angle here, this total angle here, which is 180 degree from this 228, and there it is done, and we have the value here, which is 48 degrees. There. Now jumping back to the next part, which is, now we have the angle here, so we also know that this angle here is 48 as well, because these two angles are alternate angles. Now but we need to find the angle here. Okay, so for that reason we need to find the angle here, which is quite easy now because this is 32 and this whole angle is 293. So if I want to find the angle here, what we need to do is to subtract this value from 360 degree because this makes a circle. So we can write that 360 minus 293 minus 32, and this gives us a value which is 35 degree. So now we have the value for the angle here, which is 35, this value. So this is now, when this is 35, sorry, it's not 35. The angle here is 35 now, this angle, because we know that the angle here is 32 degree because these are alternate angles. So now these two angles are also alternate angles. So I would say that the angle here becomes 35 as well. Now I want to find the value of B. So for that reason, I will assume that this total angle here is 360 degree. And we have the value for this part, which is not B, of course, is 48 plus 35. So what we would do, we would say 360 minus 48 minus 35, and that will give us the value for B, which will be 360 minus 48 minus 35, and that's 277 degrees. So that is going to be the answer. The value of B is 277. I hope that this is now clear to you all. Now we will go to solve some more questions from the exercise. So this is another work example which has already been solved, but I am going to break it to you for your understanding. So what we see here, that these are two lines which are parallel to each other. So we are going to draw another line here which should be parallel to this line and this line. Clear? Which has already been done here. You can see that this is that line which is drawn. So from here we can see that this angle A is actually a corresponding angle here. This because this line is actually intersecting both these parallel lines. So that gives us that these two angles are corresponding angles. So to find the angle A, we need to do what? We need to subtract this value from 360 degree because this makes a whole circle which is equal to 360 degree. So to find this angle here, which we say is x, and which is equal to A, that is 360 minus 229, which is 131, and same goes for the A. So now we have the value of A. What we need to do is to find this whole angle B here. So we can see, let me change the color first. Okay, let's go to, yeah, pink would be okay. Okay. So when we drew this line PQ, so it divided this 3B into two parts. One is Y and the other is Z. So this Y is, you can see that this is an alternate angle here, so y becomes 23 degree. You can see it right here. And also we know that this is these two, to find this z, these two are also parallel lines, and these angles z and x are interior angles, and we know that the sum of interior angles must be equal to 80 degree. So what we would do, we would just subtract 180 minus x or a, which is 131, and this gives us the answer 49. Yeah, so that's the value for z. Now we have the value of y and we have the value of z, so we can calculate the value of 3b, which is 23 plus 49, and that is 72, but we are asked to find the value of a and the value of b, not 3b. So we will divide this 72 by 3, and there we will have the answer, which is 24 degree. I hope this has become easy for you. I hope you have the proper understanding of the question now. Let's jump to another question. That is again from practice now, and this is another figure in which we are asked to find these unknowns a and b. So again, what we would do, we would just first of all we would draw a line here which would be parallel to this EF and BC. So from here we can see that these two angles, sorry, change the color. Let's change it black. So this angle here and this angle 5A both becomes corresponding angles. So in order to find 5A, what we would do, we would subtract this 245 from 360 degrees. So we will have the value here, and that is going to be the value of 5A. And that's what we did. You can see it right here. That these two angles equal to 360 degree. So 360 minus 245, and that's the angle, and which is corresponding angle to 5A. In order to find the value of A, what we need to do is to divide this 115 by 5, and we will get the answer for A, which is 23 degree. Now the next part, for the next part, we need to find the value of B. So for that reason, we need to find this total angle here first, which is again divided into two parts, which is like the angle here and the angle here. We also know that the angle here is 19 degree like here. So we can conclude that the angle here is 19 degree as well. Why? Because these two angles are corresponding angles. No, sorry, I'm sorry, not corresponding angles, but these two are alternate angles. These two. So now we have found one part of 2b, which is 19 degree. Now we need to find the value here. So we also know that these two angles are actually what? These two angles are interior angles, and the sum of interior angles are 180 degree. So what we would do to find this value here, we will subtract this value here, which is 115 from 180 degree, and there we go. We have solved it here. So 180 minus 115 gives you 65 degrees. So this is, now we can say that here it is 65 degree, and the angle here is 19 degree. So in order to find 2b, we would just do what? We would just add both the values, which is here, you can see, and that gives us 84. So 2b equals to 84, but we need to find the value of b. So divided by 2, you will get the answer, which is 42 degrees. So we have both the values here. For A, it is 115, sorry, 23, and for B, which is 42 degrees. Okay, let's solve another question. This is from the, again from practice now section. What we need to do is to find the angle BXS, means this angle. So we do know that this angle is actually an alternate angle to this, and which is 65 degree, which is, so this is easy. It should be easy for you because it's so simple. You see, the angle here is an alternate angle to this 65, and for the alternate angle, we know that the values are same. So the angle here is 65, so it will be 65 here as well. This was easy. Okay, now going to exercise 10b, question number 2b, which is quite similar to this kind of method that we have done so far in the previous questions. So here from the figure we can see that we are asked to find this f here and this e here. So what we know that this is the line, this line is actually a line which is intersecting both AB and CD. And this line intersects AB and CD at this point. So from here we can say that this F is actually an alternate angle to this pole. So to find the value of F, you just need to add 35 plus 31, and that's your answer here. Okay, now I need to find this value E here. So I clearly see that this angle E is an alternate angle to 31. So we can conclude that this angle E is equal to 31. And these are the values we needed to find out. We have the value of F and we have the value of E. Okay, again, we have another question. In this question, we are asked to find the unknown here and here. So we can say this angle J is an alternate angle here. So J equals to 60. That's solved. And then this whole is a triangle. So we know that the total angle in a triangle is 180 degree. So what we would do to find this I, we need to subtract this 75 and the value here 60 from 180 degree, which is done here. So you will get the answer for I. And now we have the value of I and the value of J, which is 45 and 60. Okay, let's jump to another question. So from this figure here, we are asked to find this value, which is quite easy. The first step again is to draw a line which shall be parallel to AB and CD. So let's suppose that's the line. Now this line is actually dividing this angle A into two parts. So we know that the total angle here must be equal to 1 because these two angles are now, sorry, next make it a little clear. This angle here and here, these two are internal angles or interior angles. So their sum will be equal to 180 degrees. So in order to find this part, what you need to do to subtract this value 142 from 180 degree, which is done here, 180 minus 142. So you have the value of the upper part, that is 38 degree. And here we can also see that this angle here and this angle 114, these two angles are what? These are also interior angles, and again the sum of these two angles is 180. So if you want to find this part of the angle, you need to subtract this 114 from 180 degree, which is done here. So you get the answer 66. Now A is actually the sum of the angle here and angle here. Sorry, I mean to say angle here and angle here. So and the values are on the screen. So you add them both and you get the value of A. Okay. Now I hope this is clear now. Let's move to another question. The question is from the exercise 10b. 4b is the number. In this question, we are asked to find the value of unknown, which is b. So again, we will draw a line, a parallel line here, which should be. I know this is a bit chill, but I'm doing it for my own, from my own. So I would consider it as like these are parallel lines. So we know that this part is equal to this part because these two angles are alternate angles, and this part here, let me change the color first. Okay, here is actually an alternate angle to this, so we say b is equal to this plus this, which is 69 plus 37, and b is 106. I hope this is easy for you now. Now again we are going to solve this question. So again we are going to make a parallel line here. So we can say that these two angles are now the angle here and the angle here. What these two are divided by, actually 92 is divided into two parts, up here and here. So we can say that the angle here is actually 180 minus this. So you will get the answer, which is 180 minus 128 is 52. So we have the value here, this angle here. Okay, now we need to find the angle here. So we can say 92 minus this angle is the angle here. So 92 minus 52, so you get the value here. So let's do it right here. This is 40 degree. Clear? And if you want to find the value A here of A, because this angle and this angle, these two becomes alternate interior angles, so their sum is equal to 180 degree. So to find the value of A, 180 minus 40 is 140, and that's your answer. Okay, let's do this again. And this figure, we need to find the angle CDF, this angle, and BAD, which is, let me change the color, green, BAD, which is BA and D, this angle. So we can clearly see that the angle here, which is 86, is an alternate angle here, which is 86. So we have found the value of CDF, which is 180 degree or 86 degree, and it is done right here. Let's see. Now we can clearly see that this angle here, total angle, is what? It is also an 86 because these two are alternate angles. Opposite angles, sorry. Okay, so the total angle here becomes 86. So to find the angle here, this should be 180 minus, 86 minus 47, which will be 86 minus, minus 47, and then this gives you an answer of 39. Now we know that the angles, this angle here, this angle plus this angle, these two angles are equal to 180 degree. Sorry about the drawing. It should be like this, and angles. So these two angles are interior angles and their sum must be equal to 180 degree. So if you want to find this BAD here, so you need to, what we need to do is to subtract this value here from 180 degree, and that's what we get. 141 is the angle BAD. So we can say that this angle is 86 degree and this angle is 141. I hope this was easy for you as well, because we have learned all the concepts to solve these questions. And now we have the last question for today's video, which is this complex figure. And in this figure, we must find the value of AEB and ABE. AEB means this angle, and AEABE is this angle. So we can clearly see that the angle, this total angle, and this angle, these must be equal to 1. These are the interior angles and their sum must be equal to 180 degree. Also, we can clearly see that this 58 degree, because these two lines, this line and this line, these are parallel and these are parallel. So we can say that this 58 is an alternate angle here. So this becomes 58 as well. So 58 minus 180 minus 58 gives you this angle, which is done here. You can clearly see that this 58 is what? This is the angle here. And in order to find this whole angle, so we have the angle here and the angle here. Okay. So this total angle is 180 minus 58, which is 122. Yeah. So 122 minus 68 gives you 54, which is the angle here. Clear? And we can clearly see that this 68 degree angle, this, is an alternate angle to this angle AEB, which is 68. So we have the value here, which is 68, this, and we have the angle ABE, which is 54. That would be all for today's video. Thank you. I hope that you would be able to solve all the questions that comes in the paper related to this topic. Okay, bye for now. Have fun.